My girl, talking about my girl. I've got so much honey in me. I got the sweet song of my bird. I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl. Talking about my girl. Ooh. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, talking about my girl. Oh, talking about my girl. Yes. It's a great Saturday. Let me see what else I want to do really quick. Really quick. Oh. I want this one. I want this one before I get started. Okay? Because it's a good song. Uh, Let me see. Okay. I got to, y'all. It's old school 30. I got to real quick because we ain't gonna be on here long. I got to. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Come on through. Boo boo. Boo. Hold on. All right, let's go. I want to dedicate this song to all the lovers tonight. And I expect that might be the whole world because everybody needs something, someone. Come on. Yay. What now? Because when it's cold outside, who are you holding? Yeah, come through. You know, if y'all don't mind, I'd like to talk about this woman of mine. Talk about her. Come on, Bobby. She's always complaining about me never being at home. But when I'm there, I'm broke. She's telling me about the things that a girlfriend's got. That she ain't got. Come on. And she wants to go out and get them for her. Girl, I can't be at two places at one time. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. I'll be home. You can never find another man that'll treat you right. chase you all around your room. And the memories stay around like a ghost. Dance around in a fast, slow tune. You think you're on it now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Some of y'all don't know nothing about this. Now. Till you do this. Hey, come on, computer love. Yes. All my butterflies, I got computer love for y'all. Computer love. Computer love. Hey. Hey, what's up, Larry? Yep. You know I've been searching for someone to share that special love with me. Come on, yeah. Could it be your face I see on my computer screen? Special girl. Here in my computer world. Strategy. I wanna love you, baby. Been around that sexy mama's cool prima donna. Yeah. What's up, QB? I know, right? On my computer screen. Okay, Larry, okay. Such a sweet life. The memory of this night. Yes, I found my computer. Feeling about sugar, about I wanna love you. I wanna love you, baby. Shooting about sugar, about I wanna love you. Shooting about my computer. Computer love. Computer love. Computer love. Yeah, love. Digital love. Digital love. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful love. Okay, thank you, boo. Like, bro, what? Like, are you good? Like, sorry, make the face that I make when I get a foul call. What? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start my live. Just give me a couple more seconds. no limit to the love I'm giving. Yeah. Come on. There's no reason why we should be apart. Oh, baby. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. Then you follow it up like this, and this is how you go out. Come on. Do you remember the 21st night of September? I do. I hear the baby. Okay, let me go and get my introduction. All right, y'all. Hey, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Leave Butterfly Coco 9 to 9, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like, okay? I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah to la de and everybody under the sound of my voice, okay? And you know I'm the Oprah, the what? The smooches. So, mwah, you get a smooch, you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. All right. So, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have finally today stopped my birthday. Okay. usually, usually I actually stop it on the 2nd of October, but it has ended today, but it ended with a bang. Do you hear me? With a bang. When I tell you love, honey, love is really what it does, not just what it says, okay? And I appreciate that. First of all, let me tell my butterflies, everybody who cashed out me, honey, no matter if it was $5, no matter if it was whatever, okay? I appreciate that. Plus, y'all know I love coffee, so that $5 got me going on some coffee, okay? I'll be at the Bucks, honey, the Dunkin', I'll be at the Dunkin', okay, of the donut. Yes, where I be. Get me some good caramel coffee, okay, with extra caramel. Don't get it twisted, with extra caramel. So I do appreciate that. I don't take it lightly, and that's why I make such a big deal out of it, because I know a lot of people feel like, well, I don't have a lot of money, and the only content creators acknowledge people with a lot. Lord, it is fast. It's almost 6 o'clock, and my sister just now waking up. What is wrong? Anyway, a lot of subbies feel like, if they don't have a lot of money or big money to give these, give content creators, that it's not really appreciated. And I want to tell you, I'm different. I come from the projects, okay? Every dollar means something. Don't get it twisted. Every food stamp means something. Every 50 cent means something. Baby, okay? So I just want you to know I appreciate you and I thank you. Every shout out that y'all gave me when y'all saw me, when y'all was telling me happy birthday Creole, happy birthday Coco, happy birthday Creole, I appreciate that, because you didn't have to. So that meant a lot to me as well. I am a birthday celebrator, okay? I know a lot of people feel like, I'm old, I don't celebrate. Every year above ground is a blessing, especially if you've been through some of the stuff I've been through and survived. You better learn how to say thank you, not just on your birthday, but that's what I'm talking about. And so I do celebrate. I did not ever think, it's not that I didn't think I would see it, but I never considered 5 2 nickels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am happy to be 55. I really am. And now I can take some privileges that is going around in these restaurants and stuff. You gotta be 55 to get your little discounts and everything. Go in stores, you can say you 55, you get your discounts in your store. Baby, hey, I'm gonna work 55 out. Do y'all hear me? Y'all gonna get tired of hearing 55. I'm gonna wear it out. Okay. I'm gonna wear it out. So anyway, I appreciate that. Okay, so let me tell y'all, my birthday this year, as far as gifts, blew my mind. I mean, blew my mind. Somebody actually went out of town, and when they went out of town, they bought me a gift. And the gift that they bought me, everybody know I love Coach purses. I told y'all my husband used to have me on the Coach purse allowance. Hey, just read my book. Hey, boo. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about just read my book in a minute too. Um, but yeah, so my late husband had me, he loved doing stuff like that. So he gave me an allowance. And so, I know y'all gonna be like, what? No, but he used to, he'd look at me and say, you've been a good wife. And I'd be cracking up. That was a joke between me and him, and it was funny to me. And I would say, I already knew what that meant. I'm like, I've been a great wife. He said, yeah, I agree with you. Go ahead and get you one. And I'd be like, oh, he's like, don't bust my head, baby. I'm like, no, how much is it? He said, you get up to 280 or 300. Don't go past her. I'm like, man, who? I be online with www.coachpurse.com. Baby. Okay. So for this person to understand, that that's something I really like, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting nothing, just happy birthday. But I appreciate that. And I put it on the community wall, and I did a little short showing you all what the purse looked like. That purse is all that. Do you hear me? I mean, all that. So I appreciate that. Uh, my granddaddy, which we're celebrating him starting tomorrow, because at the end of the month is his 64-year pastoral anniversary. And so either preaching or pastoral, one or two. And he's the one of the last civil rights leaders left that was actually with Martin Luther King. Okay. So it's a big to do. It's a big deal. He's 94 years old. It's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So when my mama told him that, they're having a birthday dinner for me, and everything, he was like, here, give this to my baby, because this is my baby. And she's like, no, daddy, he said, no, give her this. I love my baby. So he gave her some money to give to me. And he does this every year, y'all. I swear. Every year, whether I'm out of town or what, he'll make her hold that money for me. He really will. So I'm gonna sneak in tomorrow before they start services and hug his neck, and I'll probably take a picture with him and everything and put it on my community wall. So then I got some more money, praise God. Um, I ain't gonna tell the amount, but I wasn't sad about it. Okay, I was not sad. She was smiling. Okay, so the dinner was all that, y'all. The dinner was all that, and I mean, we had a ball. We had a ball to see friends and family and my oldest, and everybody who could came and oh my God, we had a ball. We went to Connor's Steakhouse and Seafood. Y'all can look it up. It's in different cities, but when I tell you, it's a wonderful place. Okay, your husband did the same thing. Okay, it's a wonderful place, man. Connor's Steakhouse and Seafood, Connor's Seafood and Steakhouse, one of the two. Okay, so yeah, we went there and phenomenal. I think I put those pictures on my community wall too of some of the plates and everything, and that's why I had my little lemon drop. Pray for me. And don't judge me. Remember, over here we drink our water, man, our business, okay? Um, so okay, let me get to today. Let me just fast forward to today because I'll be here all night. Probably by myself, but that's okay. So let me fast forward to today. I told you all that one of the gifts that somebody else was blessing me with was all four brand new tires, right? And I'm not trying to be funny. I've never had brand new tires. Okay. Never. I ain't gonna front for nobody. I've never had brand new tires. I always got close to brand new, you know what I'm saying? But they used. I've never had brand new tires on any vehicle that I've had. And I've had plenty of vehicles, okay? I've just never had brand new tires. You know, if we could get them cheaper, well, why spend money, you know, blah blah blah. Let's go and look at them and get them cheaper, okay? So what happened was I found the person looked at one of my tires and was like, y'all think she'll appreciate if I go ahead and buy all four new tires? Cause that's, you know, I don't want to trust that with her driving in the wintertime. And then plus, you know, I heard her say that one of her tires had five holes in it, and it's God that nothing happened to her. Okay. And it seems that I'm in my 59th year old life and my auntie still says me, okay. And it spins and we say thank you. Right. $5. Come on now. So anyway, so I was like, I said it and I was like happy about it. But you know, people say many things. I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and they don't do nothing except fart and eat. Okay. That's two things they do. Eat and fart. Everything else, mm-mm. So when I was reminded, what time did you reserve for your tires? And I was like, I didn't. I didn't. What time you getting up? What time you need me up? Okay. Be ready by 8:30. AM? Yeah, I ain't talking PM. Okay. So I was up at 7 something this morning. Left out at 8:30. We went to Walmart first. Walmart says you have to reserve. So then we was gonna go to Big O Tires, but I heard Big O Tires inflate their prices. So I'm like, but I wasn't paying for it, but I still wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not my heart, you know? So when I heard, I was like, you know what? I took my phone. I'm like, I called this place called Discount Tires, okay? And gave the people my tire size. And they was like, because my amount that I could spend was 1,800. Okay, that was the amount. So whatever you gonna do, make sure it's under 1,800. Okay, because if you go 18 and one, you on your own. I'm like, surely to goodness, these tires ain't gonna cost no $1,800. But when they got to adding up them prices and stuff, baby, it was close to 13. I'm like, that's weird. So anyway, so I called direct discount tires, and I told him the size of my tires. Yes, I know the size of my tires. I told him the size of my tires, and I said I need four. He said brand new. I said brand new. Don't bust my head. Brand new. You know. And he was like, you know what? He said I have four right now, brand new, and they're on sale. Won't God do it? Come on. I was like, hold on, let me fix my chair. I was like, can I come right now? And he said, you sure can. And I said, okay. So headed straight over there and everything. And he went out with some type of gadget to look at my tires and all this and stuff. And he came back in and blah, blah, blah. Y'all, it was nowhere near $1,800. So, you know, I was happy. So I said, well, you asked me if I wanted anything else. The person said, yep. I said, can I get a battery? Yep. That's how quick it was. I said, can I get a battery for my car? Yep. I was like, okay, come through, come through. Because I knew y'all, like this winter, because I haven't had a battery since I got the car. But you know how your lights begin on the inside of your car, if you pay attention? Your lights is not as bright as they were. They begin to dim. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I'm going to need a battery real soon. I'm going to need a battery. So, you know, I asked. You don't know unless you ask, right? So I asked, and it was a yes. Hallelujah. So after that, I was treated to lunch. So we went to Texas Roadhouse and everything. I didn't know what I wanted. I just knew I was hungry. Have you ever waited so long to eat that when you start eating or when you go somewhere to eat, you don't know what you want? And then when you get the food, you're not hungry, not for real. So you ask for a to go box, like you start pitting around with it, but you ask for a to go box. But baby, I tore salmon up. I got some grilled salmon because I'd already had like a hamburger this week, and I don't eat that much beef. And then Sunday I had that uh what is it called? uh I think of it anyway. They serve it with horseradish sauce and all that and stuff. Au jus and horseradish sauce on the side. I had that, so that's beef. I don't eat that much beef. So then I've already had chicken. Had chicken last night. So I'm like, let me eat some seafood, some that ain't gonna really pack on the pounds. But y'all, why come I'm hungry yet again? Okay, I did it to myself. I'm hungry yet again. All right. Uh, I brought my sides home. I didn't really like them this time. I think they put sugar in green beans. Who put sugar in green beans? They ain't never did that. But I think them green beans got some sugar in them now. So won't be ordering them no more. Uh, I use I used to like the rattlesnake bites, and remind me one day to tell you my daughter said okay. Okay. And see, it's so funny because the Texas Roadhouse that's not too far from my house, it's the one that my late husband opened up. Like as they was building it there, they was hiring people and they hired him in as the head cook, as the head cook. And so like he was there from groundbreaking all the way up, but to see that it's still there and to know what his input was and all of that. And then even when he left and the managers were still there and everything, they would see him come in, they go, here's the man right here. Here he is. And they would still take him in the back and introduce him to all the new people and everything, and told a couple of the chefs, hey, if he ever want to come back, he coming back and he gonna take over. We gonna make sure he got head point again because he the one got this started, and everything. And they would come out to the table when they heard he was there. They come out to the table. Oh, hey man, hey, y'all meal is on us. Hey, what you want? And and all this and stuff. So it was just good. It was good. My late husband was a hard worker, y'all. He really was. He worked hard. And honey, who I took care of that man, but that's a whole nother issue. Let me see. They're now closed down where I am. Oh, okay. Yeah. The create well, the man who said he created it, he passed away. I think he passed away of COVID complications, something like that, and he never recovered. So I think that's what it was. But yeah, he passed away because the corporate office is up here in Kentucky. That's where the corporate office is. Um, Matter of fact, in the corporate building, they got a picture of my late husband holding up one of those blossoms because he was the one that had to train all the managers across the United States how to do the blossoms, and everything. And they got a picture of him up in there in the Hall of Fame for Texas Roadhouse. So yeah, uh, he was a big to do. He was a big to do. He was always a big to do to me. But that's a whole nother story. We're gonna get out for that. Oh yeah. Um, but yeah, yeah. So it ended very well. I asked the guy at O'Reilly's, I said, okay, if I buy this battery today, I said battery. He started laughing. I said, if I buy this battery today, I said, well, not me, this person. Will you put it in like today, right now? And the guy that worked there said, if it's not hidden, we can, but if it's like beneath and we got to move a whole bunch of stuff, we can't. And so mine's have a lock on it. I have three locks on my battery. Okay. But he had this honey, he had the tools to get that thing together, baby. She was so pretty and everything. She was so pretty. And he was like, okay, start her up. I said, first he said, and he said, I mean, I'm like, there she goes. Yes, that's my boo bird. It's my boo bird. Oh, it's my baby. She got brand new shoes on. She got a good digestive system there. Oh, she just all that. She just all that. So anyway, only other thing I have to do with my car is to get it tuned up. Now that's what's gonna, cost a minute. But I think cost okay, one person quoted me one thing and the other person at the fix it shop I go to quoted me another. And I told him, I said, well, I was just quoted blah, blah, blah 2 days ago. He said, about who? I said, the dude got the gray right here. And he was standing right behind me and I didn't know it. He said, you told her that car right there that it's going to be $240? He said, yeah, because that's a V4. He said, that's a V6. He said, that's a V4. He said, man, that's a V6. So I'm going back and forth like a tennis person looking at them both. He said, we'll work something out. We'll work something out. But I got to get close to that because he said, we got to take your motor out in order to do your tune up. He said, that's why it's so expensive. Now, it takes my mind back to when we was looking for me a car. And I saw that car and I wanted that car after we done test drove two before that. And so he was like, babe, my husband was like, babe, you don't like nothing. I said, I like that one. He said, this one, the Lincoln? I said, yeah. He said, okay. He said, let me go get the keys. So as he was coming out, the dude that gave my husband the keys at the dealership said, you know, it's a high maintenance car. And my husband hollers, so is my wife. And they started laughing. I said, that's not funny. And then he said, you know I love you, sugar, and gave me a kiss. I'm like, boy, so I got it. That's the one I wanted. And he said, you know what? That car fits you. He said, that's you. He said, all the way around. So, yeah. So I love my car. And that's why I'm not, let me see. I don't think they do tune-ups anymore. They do winterizing, but any car made in 2010 up don't need them. Well, I'm getting my spark plugs. I guess because that's what I need my spark plugs changed. It's a 2010 though. It is. So that's why I was asking. I was like, well, can you just change my spark plugs? And because other than that, it's good. And because it's when I paid it off, the mechanic who took that tracker off of it, he looked me in my eyes, and this was a white older man. You could tell he knew about cars, but he came up to me. He said, let me tell you something. Don't let nobody talk you out of this car. He said, this is a great car. He said, when I tell you your car, he said, your car's a great car. He said, don't let nobody talk you out of this car. You gonna hate it. I said, okay. I said, don't worry, I ain't getting rid of it. That's me. Like that. Yeah, my uncle, the only reason why my uncle's not messing with my car right now, because I got an uncle, he builds houses and everything. They build them from the ground up. They got their own little company and everything. He also been fixing my cars for years, okay? He knows all of that. And the only reason why he's not messing with it right now is because he's going through a situation with his heart and he's going to have some form of a surgery on his heart. He can't lift and all that. He's mobile and he can talk somebody into what to do, but he's a hands-on man. And, so I'm going to go to him and see what he say. I see him tomorrow. So I'm going to see what he say. So you're right. I do have, that's why I keep male friends around, honey, because they know some things. But I know what's so funny. I'm a female that knows about cars, and it tripped me and out because I love cars. Like when we have car things here, I'm all up under the hood. I go over and say, "Is that a 380? Did you do this to the backs?" And I'm all in it. And when you talk like that, men are gun ho in talking to you about their car. And that's how I learned. I learned from dudes that fix cars. And my uncles did because I've always been fascinated with cars, always. And uh, we was talking today at the tire place, and I seen this. I call it Mustang, which is a Mustang. I used to have a Mustang. Okay, me and that Mustang wrapped around the expressway a couple of times. Like we smacked into the wall and all of that. Okay, it was God that I didn't die. All right. My husband bought me that Mustang, and because I asked for it, and I loved my Mustang, and I was half asleep when my godmother called me and asked me could I pick her up from work. Not could I pick her up. I thought she was at work. So I'm half asleep going to get her from work. They said she's not there, that she didn't come in. I said, just talk to her. Okay. So I get on the expressway right there as I'm coming around, because you get up on the expressway and you come around, and now you're on the expressway. Okay. No car was there. As I getting ready to accelerate onto the middle lane, this car hit me and hit me from the back. Hit me so hard, I spit. When my car spit, the front port said, pow. pow to that wall, and then it hit, and then the back port came back around and said pow, and then the front port said pow, and then the back port said pow. Like it was just spinning and smacking, spinning and smacking. When it was all said and done, my front seat was in the back. Like I was literally in the back seat. Everything was smashed around me. The rearview mirror was off the car. It, like I said, people on the other side of the expressway, they was going up and I was going down, right? And they said, wow, that divides us. Well, the people on the other side saw that accident so bad they were pulling over, hopping the wall, trying to get me out of this car. It was smoking, everything, and people was hopping the wall, hopping the wall. It was so many people that had pulled over to get me out of that pink car because they didn't know if I was living or dead. And they didn't know until I started trying. It was something in my mind, y'all. Seriously. That's why I said I'm a fighter. Because even though I was hurt, my adrenaline in my mind was saying, get out, get out, get out. And even though I was trapped, I kept trying to elbow the door. And I kept trying. And that's how they knew I was alive, because they kept hearing boom. They said, she's trying to get out. So the men was pulling the door, and the women was like, one moment, baby. We're going to pull you out. One moment. And I kept on, with my shoulder like that. Honey, they got me up out of the car and laid me on the concrete. And then once they laid me on the concrete, I went out for a minute. By the time the ambulance got there, they done blocked off the whole expressway. You can't get on. And by the time the ambulance got there, they still trying to bring me around. And I came around enough to say, call my husband. And after I said, call my husband, that was it. That was it. And so then he picks up the story because they got me to the hospital and all that. So whoever they called on my phone got in touch with him. He was at work. When he left me, he was going to work to pick up something. He didn't have to work that day. He left me in the bed and said, I'm going up here and get this. I'll be right back. I said, okay. I shouldn't have left. That was me. For real. I shouldn't have left. And they called, somebody thought, well, call his job. So when they called the job, they said, hold on, he's not working, but he's standing right here. Now, this is what my husband is telling us, okay? Said he's not working, but he's standing right here. So my husband said he grabbed the phone and was like, what? Where they take her? Like, they said he was screaming and everything. When I came up there, they said, honey, we glad to see you. He lost it, like that. And so my husband said, okay. And threw the phone and took off running, just running. And they said he was almost at the hospital when somebody said, Waity. Said he slowed down enough. Said, what? Said, man, where you at? He said, man, my wife was in the hospital. My wife was in an accident. I'm trying to get to the hospital. Said, come on in this car, man, so we can take you. And so they took him the other 3 blocks. He ran so fast and immediately he took off running that he was 3 blocks away from the hospital when somebody picked him up. And so as they was taking me, I think they was taking me to get an x-ray. I had came to, my mom was there and somebody else. And they was taking me around the bend. Mama said, there she is. Now I just threw my hand up as much as I could. And as I went around this bend, I saw my husband. I saw him. He was coming through the door as they was taking me around. He ran. And baby. And they was like, sir, we're going to take her to the get an x-ray, to make sure she don't have no broken bones and all of this and stuff. And my tears started rolling. And I said, I'm sorry. That's all I said was, I'm sorry. He said, don't apologize. No, don't apologize. I'm just glad you're alive. My God. He said, I don't know what I'm going to do. Something happened to you. That's all he kept on saying, babe. He kept on going, babe. And my mama heard him and said, that sounds like my son, like that, what she called him her son, because she didn't believe in that son-in-law crap. And when she came around and they pushed me in the door, I seen him hit the floor, and my mama then grabbed him, and he was crying. I mean, I heard him crying through the door. It's my life. That's my life, man. It ain't just my wife. That's my life. Like that, Mama said, I know, but you gotta calm down. And I'm in there, tears just rolling. I mean, tears, and the nurse, she's trying to console me. She's like, I know. She said he loves you. She said I can tell y'all love, like it. And it was just, yeah, it was so much. It really was. And I had no broken bones, praise God. But they told me I was gonna be very, 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 very sore. Okay. And they said years from now, your body is gonna pick up the pain that you're gonna feel tomorrow. Because your body has that trauma in it. So you're gonna feel this years from now. That's why sometimes when I go through all this pain, I know where it's from. It's from an accident. It is. I know y'all didn't want to hear all that, but anyway. Yes, he was with me. Just read my book. He was very much with me. He really was. Baby, when I tell you, I know I smacked that wall about 5 times. Seriously, I know when we went to get my stuff out of that car, uh, pulling up on the car, everybody who took, like it was me, my husband, my mama. I keep forgetting who the two other people was, but anyway, it's like 5 of us. When they let us in the junkyard thing to go back there and clean out my car. As we got to the car, they passed it at first. I said, "Y'all passed the car." They was like, I don't know about a ball back there. I said, "That's my car." And everybody got quiet. And so then they pulled back a little bit, and everybody got out the car, and they could not believe it. My husband, he lost it again. He just kneeled down and just looked at the car. He was just like, oh my God. I said, yeah, I know. He said, baby. I said, I already know. I know. I know. And he just hugged me again. He just held me. And mama said, this is the car. I said, this is the car. Yes, ma'am. And she just threw her hands up and started saying, thank you, God. Thank you, God. And everybody just had a moment because I should not have walked away from that car. I shouldn't have at all. I wasn't supposed to walk away from it, but God had other plans. So every birthday that I get, I told y'all all of that to let you know that I celebrate my birthday because I'm very grateful to still be here. And I'm very much aware of the things that happened to me that I shouldn't be here. Okay? I shouldn't be. But God said yes. It ain't her time. I'm gonna let her walk away from it. She's gonna be a miracle. This is gonna be a praise report. She'll have something to tell people on the glory of what I've done. Okay. So I'm just, I'm grateful for that. Now to get to last night. Y'all, if you missed it, you missed it. The toast challenge was the bomb diggity. Okay. When I tell you these two women, these two queens, I ain't never seen toast transfer. I ain't never seen toast transfer that wonderful, that good in my life. And I was sitting here blown away. Just read my book, Did Eggs in the Nest or Eggs in the Basket, one or two. Anyway, go look at it because she did her thing. Baby, we had bacon on it. We had ham. We had potatoes. Okay. We had truffle oil. We had what else? All type of good seasonings. It was cooked in butter. Okay, real butter, not the fake butter. But babe, when I tell you she did her thing, she rocked the boat. I was sitting over mad because I was Hungarian, okay? I was hangry. I really was angry and hungry at the same time because I'm sitting up here judging a dang on challenge and ain't ate. Okay? Everything was on it. I did not know. That's what I'm saying, Kim B. I was like, say who? And then mixology. Okay, mixology said, I ain't gonna just give y'all one. I'm gonna give y'all three masterpieces. But babe, one of them she had a candy twill on it. The other one was a seafood one because it had shrimp and whatever else she mixed with that. And then she had one with avocado and egg, I believe. It was some type of Hispanic something. Baby, when I we both of them was winners. That's why it was so hard. Me and JB was texting each other, like this is gonna be really hard to just pick one. They both working this out, man. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so we thought in our robbery to tell them both they winners. When they that good, they that good. Okay. They bring they a game. Okay. So baby, then he had the nerve to eat it in front of me. I tell you what, dag nabbit. I'm like, say who? Say yeah. And I couldn't have none. Okay, yeah. Let me tell you what I did end up doing last night. Just to read, made prosciutto and shrimp toast. Okay, let me tell you how what I end up eating. You ready? I ordered me some DoorDash, some Zaxby's. Okay, I ordered a Zaxby's basket, a platter or something. It comes with either coleslaw or fries, toast, your choice of meat, and what seasoning you want your meat in, and what dipping sauce you want. And I ordered an order of egg rolls. Okay, thought it not robbery. Came with a lemonade. You know, I'm gonna eat good. Yeah, they ain't sure they stuck with me, but that's all right, because I'm gonna eat. This is, I got that in my mind. That's okay, because I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I'm gonna eat real good. Okay, I should have known something when my DoorDash person was handing me my food and his girlfriend got mad at him, slammed his door, and started walking up our street. I said, okay, she's mad. Okay, so I should have known something, right? I comes in, I'm like, yes, okay, I'm gonna turn this food up. I'm Hungarian, I'm feeling hangry. Y'all, I opens up the container. First of all, it's supposed to be three. It was only two and a half pieces of chicken, that is. Only two and a half. I got my toast. I got my lemonade. I even got my egg rolls and my sauces. Can you tell me where was the fries? How you put chicken in there and no fries? And the main thing it comes with is fries. I had chicken, no fries. Okay, I'm sitting here like, so I hurried up and contacted DoorDash. I didn't get my fries. DoorDash said, you want your money back? Absolutely, every penny. And they sent it right back to me. So my meal was free. I can't really complain about a free meal. Right, I agree with you, Kim B. And that's how we thought too. That's how we thought too. Yes, yes. I didn't have I didn't have no fries in there. I'm like, hey, you fixed a basket and no fries. I mean, I can understand if you ran out of fries and you gave me a different side. I ain't gonna complain too much about that because on the other side it could be is some coleslaw. Okay. But I ain't have coleslaw, I ain't have fries. I had instead of three chicken strips or whatever it was, I only had two and a half. It, time I'm frustrated. But I tore that meal up. I tore that stuff up, especially them egg rolls. Baby, that sauce in them egg rolls was all that. And if I felt like driving, my mama has drove me almost out of my mind right now. She didn't get out. That's why I'm not answering my phone because she's done drove me there. So I'm kind of like, I ain't taking calls right now. Plus, I've been everywhere today, all over Kentucky. Good grief. I even was in Holly Lobby. Come through. I even did a Holly Lobby video. I'm like, I'm in Holly Lobby. I actually went in Holly Lobby. Let me just be honest. I'm looking to redo my living room. Okay. I'm talking about my wall fixtures and stuff. Every bit thing's been the same since we moved here almost 7 years ago. And I haven't changed anything since my late husband was living because he put them all up. He put all my pictures up the way I wanted them and everywhere. And I just feel like I want to change. And so I went in Hobby Lobby looking for some different pictures. I just some more mirrors to replace the pictures because I got mirrors all through my house. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Just drink your water and mind your business, okay? So yeah, I got mirrors everywhere. And I love mirrors. I'm fascinated with mirrors. I always have been. I think I get it from my auntie. I had an auntie who one whole wall was nothing but mirrors. I mean, nothing but mirrors. And then when you go in her bedroom, it's two long mirrors each. And I just When I was a kid, I fell in love with that. And ever since then, I just been in love with mirrors. I do. I used to want a mirror on top of my ceiling. Don't judge me. I feel that judgment already. I feel those judgments. But I did. I used to want a mirror on top of my ceiling. Just pray for me, y'all. Let me see. December, first 30 in December. Because I didn't want it to clash with Thanksgiving. And if I need to push it back another Saturday, because like I said, Thanksgiving to be real close, I will. And that's what I'm thinking about. Should I make it the second Saturday in December and everything? What's up, Jay? Okay. Yes, honey. My auntie said, what she called my other auntie, not the one with the mirrors, my other auntie, I forgot what she called me. She said that means when you like a whole bunch of mirrors. Whatever. It ain't no low self esteem, that's for sure. Cause honey, if that's the case, when I was in my 300 stage, I was 309. I still stood in the mirror. What you did? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? I like me. So, it just is what it is. But the mirror on top of the ceiling, yeah, that was kind of extra. It was kind of extra, y'all. And believe it or not, my late husband was gonna make it happen. But we saw what fatal Final Destination when the mirror fell off the ceiling, and I was like, that's okay, because just be my luck. Some good foundation be going on in this room and that mirror up. But now, we ain't gonna put nah. We good. We good. We good. What's up, pretty chocolate girl? Hey, boo. Just read. When do you want to do your mix thing, your drinking thing? That's what I was gonna ask you. Cause I'm coming over your house. You are Mix's house, honey, and yeah, we're gonna come over and I'm gonna have my little mocktail. I know I got some of them now on my wall. The thin ones, yep. Oh, JB is having a game night tonight, y'all at 8. Okay. If y'all can, please support him. At least give him a click and a view. Share him out if you can. He's giving away some ducks. Okay. Yeah, I think that should happen sooner than later, though, for real. That should happen sooner than later, especially with this crazy man in office. We need to just kick back and relax. Because remember, I want us to do the kickback, and y'all want to make the mocktails and the cocktails. You gonna make the cocktails, Monty gonna make the mocktails, and I'm doing the kickback. So we all gonna have our way on whoever's panel. It don't have to be mine. It could be yours. It can be Monty's, whoever. So y'all heard it here. We're gonna have a kickback mocktail cocktail night. And we're gonna have fun, y'all. We're gonna have fun. So come through. Come through, come through. When you see it post on Mixology 99 or you see it post on Just Read, then that's when it's gonna be. And when I see it, I'm gonna share it out as well. So y'all can come over and we can have some fun. Yeah, you have to tell me how, girl. But see, I think we all share mostly the same subby, so it just is what it is. But we can now still, yeah, yeah, yes, honey. We got some good music, probably, possibly, maybe, you know. Cause my music when I came in today, I had to have that old school. I had to get that old school in. I just feel great, y'all. I do. Know everything in my life is not 100%. Like it ain't like I don't have issues, but I just learned how to just enjoy my life. Because you know what, my mama used to say all the time, and she still say this every now and then: you gonna have bills till you die, and as long as you live, you gonna have situations. You got to live your life, and you got to find some joy while you live in your life. And I've learned that. I learned that. So let me see. Hold on, hold on. Where'd it go? Hold on. Y'all remember this? Hold on. Trying to get it. Hold on. Hold on. Come on, stupid phone. My phone don't love me. I know I was supposed to go somewhere today, but I changed my mind. It was reggae night, and had I not had an exciting day today, I probably would have went to reggae night, and everything, because I that's my culture, so I love my peoples. So I've been looking at the casino games. You know how Miss T Velocity goes and plays those slot machines and stuff. I've been looking at those. That's a very interesting. And we got some place here called Derby City Gaming, and we got two locations now. And so I said I wanted to go and just try, because now they got them here. They got them in the gas stations, like the gas station I go to, because I really don't cheat on my gas station. I got one gas station that I go to. If I have to go to another one, that I have a backup one. But other than that, I always travel to my favorite gas station. One, they know me now there. I've been going since I got my car. I love that gas. It lasts a long time in my car, and it's always cheap. And I put my mama onto it because I don't tell all of us, because sometimes we as people don't know how to act. So I don't tell people where I go get my gas at, and it's really over the river and through the woods, okay, like situation and everything. And if you look at it, you just think it's a store and you'll pass it up, and that's why so many people don't ever know. But I pull right on in there, honey, get right up on that pump, and they're like, "Hey," I'm like, "Howdy, how y'all doing today? How you doing? How you doing?" Like that and stuff. So yeah, I get my gas from there. But yeah. So, what about this? Have y'all heard this? Y'all remember this? We as human, I mean, we are human. We have the ups and downs, falling in love with each other. Come on, I know it's right now. I'm like, okay. So, but you know what, Kimby? A lot of women don't love themselves. They don't even like themselves. They don't. They waiting for validation from a male person. And it's good to have that validation, but I ain't waiting on it. I ain't waiting on it at all. Uh, Now I've been told. I mean, my next husband's gonna either be real younger than me, or real older than me. But they gonna have finances, or either they're gonna be very, very much a workaholic. They're gonna work like, and I can believe it. I can believe it because I like older men. I love older men. Younger men, I'm gonna tell you what turned my lips to younger men. My deceased daughter's daddy, if I can call him that, because he's a sperm donor. And what I call him on this channel is he that should never be named. Okay, him. He lied to get me, and come to find out he was 7 years younger than me. Okay, he lied. I mean, flat out lied. But he's 6'3", and he's got a voice like Barry White. That's how deep his voice is. So if you can imagine his voice being that deep, 7 years younger than me, he sounded like an old man, and he was tall. He had a nice old goatee and shadow mustache, and he just didn't look. He didn't carry himself nor look like a young guy. He actually looked like he was older than me. So when he told me he was, what did he say? He was 4 years older than me. At the time, I was like, oh, okay. Come to find out, at Nimrod was 7 years younger. And when I tell you, he took me through some stuff. I didn't think I would live today to see today because he started stalking me. And when I tell you stalking, I mean stalking. Not only was he possessive, he was obsessive. Okay. So yeah, that right there kind of knocked me from young guys. I'm like, oh, uh-uh. Okay. But yeah, so but anyway, I'm open. My brain is open. That was an old relationship. Not everybody's like that. My husband proved that. So not everybody's like that. And my husband was 9 years older than me. So that's my point. The oldest guy I ever dated was 20 some years older than me. You know, was I 18, 19? I've been on my own since I was actually 16. I got emancipated at 17. Matter of fact, the day after my 17th birthday, I got emancipated by the judge. So I've been on my own for a while. So things run when I have these dates and stuff, and I tell y'all I'm getting close to how old I was. That's for real. Most people can mark everything because they were 18, they moved out of their parents' house, and blah blah blah. Well, I was on my own at 16. Okay, I got emancipated at 17, so it's kind of blurry. All right, so I've been grown for a minute. Um, but anyway, yeah, he was 20 something. And he used to come and get me and the kids and take us up his house. He had a nice old apartment. He would come and get us. Sometimes he would cook and I'd be laying and the kids be playing the game and stuff. And he would cook for me and all this or he say, you want to stop and get something, take up to the house. He said, I got breakfast, but I ain't got no dinner right now because. I'm like, that's fine. What you buying? He's like, whatever y'all want. So. Uh, so yeah, I've been that way for a minute. You don't want nothing over money. What if they can still get around just read? And what if they yang can still work? And what if they just all around good, a good man? You still don't want them? Somebody told me I might want to change that because now that I'm 55, if I say I want them old, do I want them one foot in the ground? And I had to think about that. I'm like, I keep forgetting that because I don't act 50 nothing. Like for real, I still come and go as if I'm 30 or younger. Now my mind is older and the way I carry myself that's different. But I'm talking about how most people are just they give into a lot of things. And everything. But she said she don't want nothing over money. I heard you, honey. I heard you. But here's my thing. I guess when it comes to dating, the reason why, I reference my late husband all the time, because that's the longest relationship I had. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna reference him. And that's who I made a life with, you know. It wasn't just we dated for 2 years, we dated for a year and that was it. No, we had a life together. And first of all, people get mad at me, but I'm let me just say this. I ain't gonna have no man that don't do for me. For real. And men get mad when you say that. I don't know what type of girlfriend y'all think, I'm supposed to be. First of all, I'm in my 50s. Okay. Even when I was in my 20s. Forget that. When I was in my teens, I ain't have no man that wouldn't do for me. I'm serious. At all. And like I used to tell them, honey, I got kids. We come in bunches. We like bananas. You think you're gonna jump up and down in my guts or occupy my time and then you can't do nothing for me? You can't give me no birthday gift. You can't, just because gift. You can't buy me no coffee. You can't buy me a meal. Everything is always my money's tied up. I ain't got enough money to do this, that, and the other. You don't need to date nobody, boo. You need to stay single. And don't think that a woman of my caliber is gonna date nobody who can't do nothing for me. I am not desperate. I'm serious. What does that look like if I got to pay all of my stuff? I'm by myself. Okay. You want to add yourself to my connection. And you think I'm going to still do it by myself? Lies you tell. Lies you tell. Mm-mm. I had to tell somebody today. A man that wants me and a man that calls themselves my man does for me. That's weird. I don't know where y'all get that from. Whoever y'all daddies is, Y'all need to find them and smack them because they didn't teach you right. A real man loves the fact that his woman is taken care of by him. He brags about that. And most of y'all want women to take care of y'all. I want us to understand that that all you got is two pieces of bread, bologna, and peanut butter and jelly. And then here's the catcher. You ain't even willing to share that. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. Well, what about me? We together. What about me? What am I gonna eat? I don't know. Now, go on with your young thinking self. If he's got a mouth full of bright whites, black as a patent leather shoe, fully functioning member, okay, and no high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, then yes, he can be out there. I don't mean to laugh. Okay, be specific. Okay, just read, be specific. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all done heard her, honey. She done told you. Okay, she trying to tell you. I'm like, oh man. Now, you know, I really need when it comes to that, when it comes to the member situation, when it comes to some sweet fellowship like that, I need the man to be a little bit more freaky than me. Cause I'm freaky. I'm not a freak, but I'm freaky. Okay. Very much so. Very, very, very. Okay. And I need him to actually be a little bit more than me. Just a tad bit more. Okay. A half an inch more. And I really need him to be willing. Okay. Willing and obedient, but especially willing. Okay. If you're not willing, no. So I don't know if it's the older man or younger man. I have no idea. Okay. Because some of these older men, baby, they'll rock your world. Don't let it be. They act like they just so honey get you in that bedroom and you be screaming mercy, you know. And I say that because I need to. In every good marriage, you're still attracted to your mate. That doesn't stop. And so, why would I get somebody that I'm not attracted to? That's gonna cause us trouble because when I see something, it's gonna catch my eye. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I told y'all, on up until my late husband died, he could look at me and make me blush. That man just would make me blush. And God forbid if he's sitting across from me and wink at me, I just bust out laughing. And they be like, "Would y'all stop? Y'all too old for that." Like the kids should say, "Get a room." My husband said, "This house is my room." Anyway, that's why I understand some married people that don't have fun with their mates. You have the right to do whatever you want to do as long as you both agree to it, honey, and it don't break no rules. Go on and enjoy your mate, man. You only get one life. Why sit on YouTube all day and you don't enjoy your husband? You don't enjoy your wife. Y'all don't go to the zoo. The zoo can be very romantic. And I know y'all like seeing animals. It's just what you put into it. Y'all don't have no picnics. Y'all don't have movie night. You don't have, feed me, I feed you night. I don't get it. I do not get it. The only when my husband was living, the only time I would be on her is if he was at work or if I couldn't sleep and he was knocked out. Then I'd be on her. But if my husband was up, I wouldn't be on no YouTube. Uh-uh. Now it would be a time like, especially if he's watching Jerry Springer, because he used to love that show. I don't get it, but whatever. He used to watch Jerry Springer. He would record all the episodes. So after he came in from work, before he went to work, he would watch the episodes he missed. Now, if he's doing that, I'd be like, "Well, when you get through with your Jerry Springer, let me know, and I get off YouTube because I'm gonna go on YouTube." He's like, "Okay, that's it." But just knowing that my husband's around trying to find something to do and all this and stuff, and I don't get that. And that's just my business. I ain't judging nobody, right? I'm not marrying someone for companionship. We can be friends from across the street. What you said? What's up, Catherine? What you said? Seriously. I mean, like I said, like right now in my life, with me being in my mid 50s, because that's what it's called. But I don't have no children I'm responsible for, because all my kids are grown. My baby will be 23. Okay. So I ain't got no diapers to change. I ain't got no bottles to fix. I ain't got to worry about no schooling, buying no school clothes. I don't have to do none of that. So basically, I tell people I've had kids, but I don't have kids, and they kind of understand what that is. Okay, so if somebody asks me, "You have any kids?" I have adults. I have adults. Yeah, I do. But I don't want a man with no kids. I do not. I do not. And that's the one thing I don't want. Now, if the kids are grown and sufficient, fine. Because I don't deal with baby mama drama. I don't do that at all. Because I just don't do that. I don't want us to be planning something and you can't take me now because she done called and little JoJo is acting up. So now you got to go over and straighten that situation out. Or, she's got to go to work. Can't nobody watch him. So he's your child. You got to step in and be like, okay, I'll come and get little JoJo and little Tam Tam and little whoever. I'll come and get them and keep them over here until you get off. And no, because that makes me, if I'm over there, be mama, and I'm not going to be. Nope, nope. What's up, Hebrew? Right, right. You got to work hard at it. Yep. But yeah, I just y'all, I'm sorry. And if that makes me a bad person, I'll take it. But I heard this man say, I like the fact that you saying it up front because at least you're not hiding it. He said most people had that they don't want to deal with nobody else's kids and end up mistreating them or it becomes a problem. But I say up front, I don't want a man with no kids. I don't. And that leaves me very few options because most men in America has shearings. Most men in America has crumb snatchers. Now, like I said, if they're grown and sufficient, it's different because that's a different relationship. Because mine is grown and sufficient. Okay, so that's different. But if you still going to PTA meetings, you got to look at report cards. You got to do uniforms. You got to get school supplies. You got to pay child support. You got to white noses and buy diapers and miss me. Don't even look my way. I am not the one. Baby, be all you can be with your daddy. Do these, okay? Be my girls are 43 and 22. It's my that's where I'm at. Just read my book, that's where I'm at. I did the mommy stuff. I did all of that. It's my time now, and I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Let me see. And I'm quit now. What to do with it? Right. I don't even have that yet, Kim. I don't even have that yet. I told y'all about me meeting that guy, right? And I was willing. I was a little standoffish because I felt something, and I don't never go against that feeling ever, because that has saved my life many a time. So I don't go against that feeling. So when I made that decision to say to him what I said to him, even though I hate that we couldn't go further, I'm grateful because I don't know what that saved. Like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But when I tell you to look upon my God today, let me tell you yeah, 6 over 6 foot. He was about 6'3". He really was. Uh, feet was about 13 and a half, 14. Very good conversationalist, very good conversationalist. And it was effortless. And that's what I like. And he noticed that it was effortless. It wasn't like we was trying to find stuff to talk about. We was just it just flowed, and he was leading it. A lot of times us women be trying to lead the conversation because men. And let me tell you something. If I gotta keep leading the conversation, that lets me know you're not into me, and that's okay. That's okay. We're trying to get to know each other. You're not into me. Because if you was into me, you would talk too. If I gotta lead you, we already starting off wrong. We already starting off wrong, so it can't go nowhere but down from there. Okay. Let me see. I would have married probably if I win lose so many benefits. Yeah, if I wouldn't lose so many benefits. I know it's right. My husband left me. Yeah, that's a lot of money, boo. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Mm-mm. 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 And see, all I want to do is laugh, live, and love. I want me and this person. That's why I say he's got to come with more than what I got. He's got to, I at least equal. Because if I'm going to give up what my late husband gave me to be with you and be called Miss Whatever, you got to come right. I don't want no build a bear. I do not want to build a bear and I ain't going to get one. Mm-mm. I got to do this and I got to put them together over here. I got to do, no build a bears for me. Nope. Ain't going to do it, But, yeah, so I just want us to, it's just us. I want us to say, if we want to, baby, you feel like cooking today? Baby, you want me to cook today? And if neither one of us want to cook, I want it to be okay if we go out to eat. I don't want that to be a struggle. Forget struggle, a struggle to where we can't even go out to eat. And I ain't saying every day, but at least once a week. Once a week, we can't get together and say we want to go out to eat just to have some us time. We want to go sit at the dock of the bay, watching the clouds roll away. Okay, uh, we can't go to the store and maybe we just want to buy a candle or some more underwear. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be a struggle. You know, if everything is a struggle, you need to be by yourself. You don't have it together yet because baby, you need to be by yourself. You know? Let me see. I heard you just read. She said she been yeah, struggle. She said she's past all that. I would be lying and said I didn't want companionship, but I want my own space now. You know what? That's what I'm missing. I told somebody that. I said, I'm missing the companionship. Because me and my late husband, we did almost everything together when he wasn't working. And we did have some of our own space because he would go fishing. He like, baby, go fishing with me. Sometime I would, sometime I wouldn't. He's like, I'll take your chair. You can take your book, and all this stuff. And so I would do it with him sometime, and everything. But for the most part, we did everything together. We just enjoyed each other's company and we was each other's best friend. It wasn't a bad thing. A lot of couples can't stand to be around each other. But we liked each other. I happen to like the boy. Okay. So, sometimes we go in the kitchen and cook together. Uh he could cook. So on some days he called me if I'm at work. He's like, hey babe, I want to make your such and such a did I do it right? I'm like, yeah, but add this, some days he said, I already cooked for you. By the time you get home, I'll be at work. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know when you get home. And we just flowed. It just flowed. It wasn't a fight. It just flowed, you know. So yeah, I'm missing the companion. Going to the movies, going to little dances and stuff. Like I'm invited. I have begun to get invited now because people's remembering I'm a widow. So I am beginning to be invited, but the people that's inviting me is in relationships. I don't want to be the third wheel or the fifth wheel. Y'all all hugged up and the slow song come on, y'all slow dancing, kissing each other and stuff. That's gonna take my man back to what I used to do, and all of that and stuff. And then I'm by myself. No, I don't want that. And then I don't want a man that want me to stay single because he can't make up his mind what he want. That's selfish. And see, that's what that teaches me. You're selfish. Why would I want a selfish man? You're gonna always put yourself before me. You're gonna always put your needs before me. It'll always be what you want. If it ain't what you want and you don't get your way, it'll be an argument. You're gonna act like a kid, Shoot. Let me see. You know, I know. It's so much that comes with me, but it's good things, not bad. It's good things. I just don't talk about them because when somebody pick me, I want them to pick me, not because of the things that come with me. You know, um, I need a challenge. I need a man that walks up straight with his back straight and know who he is. Hard worker. I got, has worked hard. Now he can play hard with me. You know, can have a conversation, want to hug on me, love on me, kiss on me. Let's watch movies, baby. Let's take a stroll, baby. I ain't got to build him up because, he's all down here because what some woman done did to him. I ain't got it. I ain't got it to give. all I know is, all I know, y'all, I know I'm about to. Now, one person told me I've already met him. At the time, he wasn't ready, but he is ready now. That's what I was told. Okay. Somebody else said, I haven't met him. I've met somebody like him, but I haven't met him. But I will meet him, and it's going to be when I least expect it. So I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Now, here's the thing. I know you speak a lot of the fellow you knew since this. That's what I was going to talk about. But there's a reason why you won't. But, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. My cute dog friend, that's who I'm talking about. My cute dog friend is nuts, okay? What I mean by that is he's very, very, very intelligent. We both got the same degree. Okay. We both got the same degree, believe it or not. I got a degree in therapy and counseling. He does too. However, now I don't hold it against a man who's been to penitentiary. Okay. At all. Because some of the best husbands done been down and they learned their lesson and, they're good. I know all his skeletons because I was his friend. And he has told me everything. So I know all of his skeletons, okay? I know where the bodies lie. I know I know everything, okay? But to me he's a little unstable. He's a little unstable. And I told my mom, I said, because she asked me about him. See, he calls my mother mama and everything. That's one of her hearts. And she's surprised that since I've been a widow for 4 years now, it was 4 years, September 13th. Since I've been a widow for 4 years, she said, I'm surprised that y'all ain't got together. That boy been trying to marry you all your life. And I said, Mama, he's unstable. He's unstable. I said, there's a certain thing that I need. I don't want us to start trying to build the rest of our life together and you going back to penitentiary. What's that going to do for me? I'm locked in now because I done said I do and all of that. And no, no. Mm-mm. I do wish him well. I really do. And everything. I wish I could love him like that because once upon a time I did, but I was younger. I was younger. Uh, like I said, because we know each other. But he knows me as that young little girl or that young teenage girl. That's how he knows me. But as far as the older woman who I am and all that and stuff, he just he ain't he ain't grasped her yet. He don't know how to deal with her, you know. Yep. Hey Van Boo. Right. He's not. He's not. He's not the one. Mm-mm. And I know that. And I told him that. And he told me, he said, I'm gonna do it like this. No matter what I've tried, you have told me no. You have not budged. You have not even decided to come my way at all. He said, I can't keep going through that. And I didn't ask him to. I didn't ask him to. I listened to what he said. He said, I'm gonna wait on you. He said, I'm gonna wait on you. He said, when you tell me you ready, then okay. And I said, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Go on, find somebody. He don't want nobody else. He don't want nobody else. I mean, I'm grateful, that he knows what type of catch I am, because some men don't know. But I wish I could love him like that. I promise you, I wish I could. I really wish I just can't, and I don't. And I ain't gonna lie to him. I tell him the truth. And yeah, I wish I could keep, what his mom wanted. His mom always said I was her daughter. She even called me her daughter, but she always said, I can't wait till you marry my son, and blah, blah, blah. And the whole neighborhood just knew me and him was going to be husband and wife. That's how long we've kicked it. Everybody saw us together. Everybody like, yeah, I can't wait till y'all get married. He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I grew up. I grew up, you know, and he'll always be in my heart because I told you that's the one that was with my brothers uh, in the car, ready to take my deceased daughter's father out. And my deceased daughter's father ran in the police, ran into the precinct. Yeah. So I know he'll go far for me. I do know that. I do know that. But I gotta plug this up. Hold on. But yeah, he's not the one. He's not the one. And he was married for 20 years. I know his wife. She don't like me, I don't like her. But that's neither here nor there. She don't like me because I'm gonna really be honest with y'all. He's always told her I was the one that got away. Ain't no woman gonna put up with that. But he was honest with her. He showed her who I was, told her who I was, and I was the one that got away. I'm the one that he proposed to 3 times, and all this and stuff. So she can't stand me. She can't stand me. Where I didn't have an issue with her, but she can't stand me. I was full married and she can't stand me. So it shouldn't take an effort to pull back and fade away. I have. He, yeah, I have. I have. Only connection he has with me is if he finds me on Facebook, and every now and then he'll get in my inbox and say, "Well, how are you, Miss Lady?" Because as far as my phone number, I blocked him from my number, so he can't even call me. Okay, um, but yeah, that's the only way he can get in touch with me. You know, and the only reason why he can still do that is because I don't care enough to do it. I just don't. I do me. When I'm on Facebook, I do me, speak to relatives, and all of that. And then I get off. I don't care. Just do all that. Block yourself. That's how much I care. Block yourself. Yeah, and you're right, just read. I don't even give him that. If he like the last time we talked, he told me how he felt. I told him I said, part of me I always love you. I always care about you, but I don't think this is gonna work. I said, matter of fact, I know it's not gonna work. We two different people. You're still in love to me, you're still in love with that teenage girl, with that little girl. You don't know me as a woman. I said, and I'm not sure if you're gonna be out here to be my husband because one stupid decision will send you back to penitentiary. I said, I just can't take no chance like that. I said, and I just can't. But we had, like I said, we had that heart to heart conversation. It was a hard conversation to have. I respect him as a man because a lot of men avoid hard conversations. They avoid them. Like when you try to talk seriously, I don't want to hear about it, whatever. So to me, as somebody needs to grow up. But a real man, he'll have that hard conversation, even if he don't come out on top. At least he had it, you know. So yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. I wish him the best, and everything. But I just ain't got it in me to do. I don't. Because I know who I am. And I think a lot of men are attracted to women who don't know who they are. But when you know who you are and you carry yourself a certain way, Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, it's good to be 55 years old and still turn heads, okay? It's good to be this old and still turn heads, okay? From the young ones to the old ones to the ones in between. Today, your girl had on a t-shirt and I cut some leggings off. You know how they start to whatever, so you cut them off and make them shorts or whatever that match my t-shirt. You know, had my little doohickey on my head, my little rag on my head, honey, and that's it. Cause she don't wear makeup. That's it, and everything. And baby, it felt good to turn heads. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, okay, you know, it's one man. Uh, cause the person was parking the car, and this one man, I forgot what company he worked for, but I was still in the middle of the street and he hollered from he got to the door as I was still in the street and he said, "Are you coming in here, beautiful?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "All right." So he's still holding the door. I ain't even stepped up on the sidewalk yet. That's how long of a walk it was. He's standing there holding the door. I said, "Thank you." He said, "Yeah, you're welcome." Okay. In the store. How you doing? I'm fine. How are you? I'm good now. Okay, good. You have a good day. You too. I'm like, okay, come through. It's Libra season. Come through. Shoot, I ain't everybody's flavor, but I'm somebody's. JB, look, okay, for turning heads. Okay. I'm just like, okay. I ain't conceited. I'm not conceited. So when men do that, I still be like, thank you. You know, some women like, yeah, I knew he was gonna look at me and all this and stuff. I mean, it's happened now in my life, but still, it's still flattering. I ain't gonna sit here and be like it ain't. It is very much flattering. Uh, I'm just that girl. If I'm with a man and we got a chair, like if we out to eat and there's a chair, I don't pull my chair out. Mm-mm. That's your job. Mm-mm. I don't open no doors. I don't shut none. Now we do all the things, okay? We do all the things. And when my late husband was living, I bet not. I bet I ain't even take out no trash. I bet not. Bringing groceries, you better not touch them groceries. Leave them in the car. I got them. I'm on my way. Just in case he didn't go with me, I'm on my way. I got him. I'm like, okay. And a lot of men ain't with that. They ain't with that. Equilibrium. Remember, you women wanted to be like us, so it's equilibrium. If I got to do this, man, go somewhere and sit down with your misogynistic butt. So yeah, IJS, y'all. I'm just talking. That's it. Just talking. I mean what I'm saying, but we're just having a conversation over. Just a conversation. You know, I had a lot of people too because I'm dark skinned. Okay, some of you don't see my picture, you see my videos and all this stuff, my early ones. uh, I'm dark skinned, and um, some people are mad. I'm gonna say it like that because just because they're lighter than me, I don't feel no type of way. And what I mean by that is that it's always been a thing between dark skin and light skin. I don't know why, but it comes back from slavery. Okay, I know it goes all the way back to slavery. Okay, but the way I carry myself, people are like, well, how's she sitting up there with all them light skinned women and don't you can tell that she not for what? They put their drawers on just like I do. Okay. They got the same thing between their legs, I think, that I do. And if not, oh well. I just don't see it like that. I think we all beautiful. I think we all beautiful. Now some people I don't like because the way they carry themselves is very ugly. And when you carry yourself ugly, I don't care how cute you are, you become ugly. I learned that from my grandmother. Don't be a pretty ugly woman. And I'm like, what's that mean? You pretty on the outside, but your heart and stuff is so ugly, it makes you ugly. That's pretty ugly. I'm like, okay. So I learned that lesson. Okay. So I think we are beautiful. I do. Now, is some of us more attractive than others? Absolutely. But it depends on who you ask. Just depends on who you ask. You know, do men go for women? 504. Hey, boo. Do men mostly, and I say males, let me change that to males because men, it's a whole nother level when I say a man. But do males go for the least okay, do males go most of the time for the women that's not that hard to get? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Do males go for some of the women that got to sneak up on water? Yes. Yeah. Because it makes them look good. It makes them feel good about themselves, especially if they have to sneak up on water. If if you're a man, you got to sneak up on some water, you know, and everything. Yeah, you gonna try your best, you know. But it still depends, It still depends. Like, okay, now I ain't gonna tell that because most likely this person is listening. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Um, it's just self esteem, y'all. To esteem oneself, you just gotta build your own self up. We all have different strengths, and it makes us beautiful in different ways. Okay, but I always tell people, pick a struggle. If you facially challenged, like for real, if your face is challengeable, you can afford to have an ugly attitude too. You need to pick struggle. If you are already, see, how did I get here? I always get myself in some trouble. Always. My mouth gets me in trouble. My mama used to say that all the time. Your mouth gets you in trouble. You know, I'm going to change that whole subject because no, 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 I will not. I will not. Oh, Lord. Just know there's somebody for everybody. There is. There's somebody for everybody. The person you may want, you may not weigh in to get them, but there is somebody for everybody. It is. Yes, I know. Okay. 504. Just read. I'm trying my best not to because, oh my God. Oh, Lord, today. But pick a struggle. That's all I'm going to say, baby. Pick a struggle. You can't afford to have all the struggles, okay? You dirty, you ugly physically. We're talking about physically right now. Well, let's not say you ugly. Let's say you challenged, okay? You can't spell, you can't cook, uh you can't talk, uh you got all these things going on. I'm gonna need you to pick one of the struggles and work out your soul salvation and everything else, okay? Yes, if you got more than three struggles, you can't talk about nobody. Okay, you need to shut what we call the heck up when things go on. I'm gonna need you to pick a puzzle when people dragging and talking about people. I'm gonna need you to count your fingers. I'm gonna need you to go get some water or some juice, cause not you. Everybody else can say something, but if you got three or more struggles, absolutely not. Boo boo kitty, be quiet. Be shh, shh. I'm gonna need you to shh. Get quiet. Okay. Okay, let me see. Especially us, just like our face don't have. Okay. I face tell everything. And that's why I be like, nope. I be like, nope. I cannot. I cannot. I have seen some of the most diabolical things happen on YouTube in these chats and on these panels. And I be like, that don't make you look good, friend. It don't make you look good at all. I'm gonna need you to drink your water, man, your business. Come on over on Butterfly Land. That's all we do over here. We drink our water and we mind our business because that's very important to life. Okay. So yeah. No, don't do that. And then the people that be trying to fix people up, your life is a mess. No, your life is a disaster. Okay. It's like a hurricane mixed with a tornado that had an earthquake. That's how messed up your life is. And you want to put people together. I wouldn't allow you to pick me a pop out of the freezer if only a Pepsi was in there. I'm just saying. That's how messed up your life is. You can't pick me nothing. You can't pick me no pick threes. You can't pick me no tulips. You just can't pick. Okay? We're gonna pass you up. You know, if we was playing Uno and it was your turn to deal, no, we don't even want you to touch the cards. That's how bad your picker is. No, mm-mm. Let the other person, let somebody else, deal the cards for you. But we don't want you touching the cards. We love you with the love of the Lord. We love you. We really do, but not you. Okay? Not you. So, mm-mm, mm-mm. I be sitting there sometimes. Sometimes I be in the sky and I be watching things. I see everything. And that's what's so bad because once I see it, I can't unsee it. I told y'all. I see everything and I be cracking up like, are you serious? Mm-mm. Okay, just read. Okay. I'll be like, uh-uh. That's okay, baby. That's okay. We love you. That's okay. We still love you. We don't trust you. Okay. Well, we don't trust you, but we love you. Okay. We really do. You know, you can't cook me nothing to eat either, but well, you want something to drink? I got some pop in here from your house. No. Mm-mm. I, no, I'm sorry, baby. I'll wait till I go to the store. Even if I got $1.50 and it's $2, somehow I get that pop from that store. I ain't had nothing to drink in 13 hours, but I don't want nothing from you. Absolutely nothing. Mm-mm. Nope. No. And what trips me out, people be trying to talk about people like me because we from the projects. Yeah, I'm very much from the projects. Proud to say. Okay. I'm still waiting to hear where you from, cause the way you live. I said my mouth gets me in trouble. Creole, your mouth gets you in trouble. I'm gonna need you to get a big bottle of shut up. Okay? That's what I'm gonna need you to get. Get you some shut up real quick right now. Okay? You pick that struggle. You heard me. You pick that struggle. Okay? So be quiet. Move on. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to talk to Creole because she doing too much. Anywho, yeah, we are going to have an egg roll challenge. So I hope everybody that can will participate in that and everything. I think I like it more not telling people what the prize is because one, I'm paying for it for myself. Okay, that was part of my birthday money, but I wanted to bless the people. So hey, Um, hopefully we'll get some donations. If not, I ain't mad about it. We still gonna go on. We're gonna roll on. We're gonna do what we gotta do. So we are having an egg roll challenge, y'all. You can start looking now and seeing how to make an egg roll. It doesn't cost that much. It's easy to do. You can make breakfast egg rolls. You can make steak egg rolls. You can make chicken egg rolls, shrimp egg rolls, vegetable egg rolls. There's all type of egg rolls you can make. Okay, so that's going to be in December. Uh, you should start seeing the probably the 1st of November. I'm gonna wait until November and put the flyer out on my community wall. I'm gonna try to make it myself because I got one person that's my sissy that I always step in for me, but I'm gonna try to do it myself and everything. So I'm gonna need anybody. I'm gonna do this kind of different. I'm gonna need anybody who wants to be in the aggro challenge. It's gonna be a deadline to let me know. That way I know how many I'm dealing with and all of that. I'm also gonna work out this stream your thing where everybody can be on stream at one time because I don't want to have to go back and forth like I did. The ladies were wonderful dealing with me on that. Even the chat. The chat was wonderful dealing with me on that. But I want to be a perfection. Okay, I want to be a perfection. I want it to be perfection. So I am going to learn how to do all of that before this challenge come up. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And I'll probably have another one the first of the year. Okay. I don't get no taxes. So if y'all said I'm waiting to get taxes, I don't get no taxes. Okay. So that's that. But yeah, I do want to and shout out to ODS. Thank you for wanting to be there, babes. I get it. I understand. Um, but yeah, egg roll challenge, y'all. I think it's gonna be great. I do. Um, JB was phenomenal last night. Okay, come on, Just Free. Yes. JB was wonderful last night. I love my little brother. That's my little brother, y'all, from another mother. Okay. So hopefully, he can be a part of it in some way, even if he is the host. Like it's gonna be on my channel, it's gonna be my thing, but he'll be the one that tell everybody how much time they got left, and he can ask questions and things like he did last night. So he was the judge too. So yeah. Hold on, somebody just text me. Okay. So yeah, so we're gonna do that. Y'all can pass the word that it'll be out here. Um, Catherine, if you listening, boo, you can make you a veggie egg roll. So I hope you come and join the contest challenge. Catherine Powell, because y'all know she was in the salad thing. So I thought that was awesome. And everything. Y'all keep lovely love in y'all prayers, okay? Just, ask God to heal her, give her a speedy recovery, or whatever God puts on your heart. Just keep her in your prayers and everything. I seen part of her video, like, I didn't look at all of it, I ain't gonna lie. But I did see when she came on, and it takes something to bury yourself like that when you're going through a struggle, okay? Um, and everything. And that's why I try to be as open as I can with you all, naked and unashamed about who I am, my life, what I've been through, and all the things, because I don't have nothing to hide at all. Um, this is what I'm scared of. Let me say this, and not scared like, but if it was something that was giving me pause, um, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Okay, one, I've been with one man for almost 30 years. Okay, one man. One peen, one man, almost 30 years. I've been back and forth to the doctor, and now that I'm at the end of a thing that I was going through medically, I go to the doctor every week. Okay, and they take my blood and urine and all of that and give me a clean bill of health. Okay, I don't even get the average common cold from them, nothing. So now I've never been loose, the word, and that's just what my grandmother called it. So I'm not attacking nobody. Don't take it like if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay. Uh, I haven't been one to just sleep around. It's never been me. Okay. I've never been demonetized like that to where if I see one, I just gotta have it and I'll let. No, I've been addicted to sex, but my addiction was weird. My addiction was only for whoever I was screwing. Like I would screw them until they just be like, I tap out, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I would have that craving, but I had enough control not to just sleep around. Okay. Uh, but I've conquered it. I conquered it. And that's when I don't want to open back up. And I just consider myself on a certain level to where, and I'm not knocking nobody. Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking about me. I just haven't gotten to the point to where I just want sex. So I'm gonna sleep with this person, and I'm gonna sleep with this person, and I'm gonna sleep with this person just to have sex. Okay. Now, it's been 4 years. Do I get horny? Am I human? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I thought my birthday was gonna be the day. Okay. And I had already made up my mind who it was gonna be. And yes, it was gonna be Q Dog. Okay. Yes, it was gonna be him, you know, uh, and everything. But I didn't. So I'm still holding strong. Okay. So that's just where I'm at. like I said, I ain't knocking nobody else, but if I'm not in a relationship, this is just me. If I'm not in a relationship, I just don't have sex. Now, have I had one night stands? Yes. With a person that I've been wanting to have a one night stand, we finally gave in to each other. Not lately, but do I regret it? No, because I wanted it. Okay. Like women have cravings too. And I knew he wanted me and I wanted him and I was playing hard to get. She's playing hard to get. I was playing hard to get. Okay. And when that night presented itself, I did not fight it. Okay. That kiss turned into something whole different. And baby, whoo, child. If that room could talk, that's all I'm gonna say about that moving forward. So yeah. What's up, D him? How you doing? What did you walk into? Oh, Catherine, I was saying about the egg roll competition challenge that I'm gonna have in December. I hope you be a part of it because we had fun last night. We had fun with these ladies doing on that toast challenge. But yeah, y'all, that and one night stand was standing. Do you hear me? It was standing. It and it's funny because I bumped into this person several times since we've been adulted up, like 40, 50s, and I bumped into this person. And it's so funny because I was in K Rogers, aka Kroger, and I was going down one aisle and I seen him because women, y'all know we'll scoop a man in a minute and act like we ain't even noticed him. Y'all know how we do. So I had already scooped who it was. I was like, he still look good. And I went on down and went around. And when I came back around, he said, I thought that was you. And we just stand there looking at each other. He's smiling, I'm smiling. We just stand there looking at each other. And both of us, you could tell we both was thinking about that night. You know what I'm saying? He's like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. I'm getting better. He said, yeah, I heard about your husband. I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. He said, well, if you ever need me, let me know. Now that's a loaded question. That's a loaded statement. That's a loaded statement. If I ever need you, what would I need from you? I'm just saying. What would I be needing from you, sir? That's all I'm that's all I'm saying. What would I be needing from you? You know. And so his smile gets bigger. I start laughing because yay, I'm like, let me go. It was good seeing you. So we hugs. we hugs. Whew. Thank God for just having control. My God. That man still smell good. He still look good. Oh my goodness. And he was older than me, y'all. So if I'm 55, he's about at the time he probably was 59, and I probably was 54. No, 53. 53. Because he had mentioned my husband. I was 53 and he was 59. And he still smell good. He still look good. And my God, today he's bow legged. My goodness. Uh, I blush a lot. I do. I blush a lot. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm telling. I know that's right. Standing on big business. Okay. My God, today that's D Ham, y'all. Let's see. I would have participated in the toast challenge, but I wasn't. Okay, no problem, boo. It could be JB ain't in here to mess with you tonight, though. He ain't in here to mess with you. Well, actually, JB is here. Trust me. Where was you, DM? I ain't see you last night for the challenge. I thought you was gonna drop in and give your my God today and bounce. Nah, I hope you're doing okay though. But yeah, y'all. So you know, I have had one night stands before. That was pre-marriage though. That was pre-marriage. Okay. So yeah. DM. You was sleeping. Okay, you need your sleep. Yeah, absolutely. See, But that's why I said my mate, he's gonna have to be either equal to my freakiness, or he's gonna have to be more freakier than me. Okay, that's the only way this is gonna work. I can't be pulling no penis out of you. I just can't be. I just, I can't want it and you don't. That's so mixed match. I'm gonna need you to be more, you know, tugging on me, hitting me on my booty, grabbing me, trying to get me. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need all that right there, all that, a lot of more. I'm gonna need a lot of more. Okay, so yeah, you know. But the best thing is like I said, I'm like Just Read and Kim B. I'm just like, y'all, we ain't got no responsibilities. Like, we can do all the things. We can have all the fun. We ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? We can have all the fun. And that's what I want. In this relationship, I want me and whoever this mate's gonna be just to laugh, live, and love. Have all the fun, go out to eat, come home, have as much sex as we want to have as much foreplay as we want to have, look at movies, walk around naked, whatever the case may be, because it's just us. Let's enjoy us. That's what I want. Let's enjoy us. So yeah. I was going to JB for game night, but I just ate the rest of those ham, bacon, and cheese potatoes. Oh my goodness. I know it's right. Gonna take you a nap real quick. You got a little time. You got 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do 5 more minutes and we're gonna get off of here so everybody can, get their mind and stuff together and log into JB real good so we can support him. Now, JB, I'm coming over. I've been up since 7. I'm gonna come over because I love you. And whatever I don't see, I'll go back and replay. You know how I do. So, but yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. When me and JB have the panel, we be talking some stuff over here. So we're gonna have to have another panel again. I think it's gonna be panel number 5. We're gonna do our little panel again, have our duck conversation for real. And I'm gonna drop the link so y'all can hit the link, whoever wants to, and come up. Oh, you pushed it to 8:30? Okay. Okay. So y'all, whoever want to come up and have that conversation with me and him, y'all can, you know. Just to let y'all know, my favorite fruit, because I put that out there on that community wall. Some of y'all got all my stuff correct. I was like, wow. It don't tell me who it is, but that's why I'm like just saying some of y'all got the quiz, like what's my favorite adult movie, not X-rated. My favorite adult movie is Love Jones. Okay, so whoever picked that was right. What's my favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is strawberries. Whoever picked that was right. What else did I have out there? Who's my favorite adult R&B singer, a live R&B singer? If you said Kim, right. What was the other question? What is my favorite pastime I like to do? If you said skating, right. Um, it was one more question that I asked. I don't remember what it was, but some of y'all got all those questions right. I was like, shut up. Now, what's so funny? My old mod 300, he said, I got all your questions right. I said, you should know me. You was my mom for how many years? And then you was my friend for how long? We talked behind the scene all the time. So if anybody know me, it should have been you. I would have been upset if you got anything wrong. Okay, baby. Okay, thank you for coming over. Just reading. Don't forget this. I'm gonna be putting some more out here. It's gonna be in December, boo. But yeah, we be talking about the things over here, honey. We be talking about all the sex, all the sex. Okay, however you like it, however you want it. Oral. It's only one person. It's only one man, and men speak up because you may be like this. It's only one man that I have known that said he does not like oral sex. Now, I thought that was weird. I'm sorry I did. And I'm like, he's lying, but no, this person ain't changed. They do not. They are man and they don't like not giving it to a woman. They don't like for a woman to give it to them. I ain't the men, the men that's in here, Have y'all ever felt like it? Or have y'all ever heard any other men say that he just don't, he don't? ah, I had to highlight that to him. You crazy. You said it ain't you. It ain't your ministry. Come on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, just read. He heard up and said it ain't me. I just said, I mean, to each his own. I thought it was a little weird, but maybe I'm serious. Maybe I don't know, but I've never heard a man say that because usually you hear women say that, but I've never heard a man say that at all. I'm like, wow, okay, so it is. I just was wondering about you all being men. Have you felt like it, or have you heard another man ever say that he don't like getting oil? So that's it. That's all I was wondering. But like I said, everybody's different. Maybe there was something that happened that changed the fact or whatever. But just like there's a lot of women that would never say they like giving oral, like that's the turn on to them, but they won't say it because they're afraid of being judged. They don't want nobody to know, all this stuff. But trust me, if I was in a marriage for 30 years, you best believe there was a whole lot of going on. Okay, there was a whole lot of going on. Okay, if we could swing from the chandelier, that's what we was gonna do. 30 years, baby, yes, yes, and we could legally do some stuff. What you saying? What you saying? Only thing I hate that didn't happen, and I was trying to talk my husband into it, and he was like, no. Then he got to a point, he's like, let me think about it. I wanted me and him to do our own movie, to make our own X-rated movie. I did. I wanted us to make our own X-rated movie, then go back and look at it, and everything. I really did. I wanted us to do that. And my late husband was like, nah. And then he's like, let me think about it. So hopefully, even though we're older, talking about me and whoever, I'm with or whatever. Hopefully that'll be something that I can scratch off my bucket list. Cause I that's something I want to do. I don't know why I want to do it, y'all. I just do. I don't have no reason or rhyme why. I just want to do it. I just want to make my own home movie, like that. So, you know a few men. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I can get it. I can get it. To me, it's some people that's trying to make themselves seem great. You got to know your mate, man. You got to know when enough is enough. Okay, like I don't know how we got. You'll be the cameraman. Okay, that took me by surprise. Okay. Oh Lord, let me get my mind back straight. I don't know how I got off on this, but never mind. Never mind. We're gonna do right. Never mind. Never mind. Oh Lord. You do have to know your mate though. Like me. Like my erogenous zones change. They change. Like for 3 weeks, they may be one place. But then all of a sudden you'll touch that spot and nothing happens. So you gotta find where my spot is again. So mine's changed. It never stays the same. Like some women's theirs stay the same. If you kiss them on their ear, that does it. You know what I'm saying? That gets them going. But mine's changed. It may be my neck one time. Like I said, it may be that for several, sessions. And then all of a sudden one day it just changed. You know, it might be you're not mind going there either. But it changes. It changes. So yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, just read. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about because I ain't did nothing. I'm a virgin over here again. I'm a virgin. I's a virgin. Okay? I'm a renewed virgin. I ain't did nothing. I probably won't even I probably be so shocked, honey, when that time comes that I ain't gonna know what to do. Cause I'll be just shocked that it's about to happen. It's been 4 years. Shoot, it was 4 years, August the 24th, 2025. That was 4 years, okay? So it's been 4 years. You know, some people I know, they ain't had sex in 15 and 20. And I'm like, how y'all do it? Like, I'm surprised it's 4 years. Let's get that straight. But I'm just now coming out of my grieving situation and stuff to where I'm paying attention now. You know, when you grieving and stuff, you don't want none of that. It's like, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't sniff me, don't do nothing. But now that I'm alive and I'm woke now, and it's like I'm very much aware that I ain't had no male companionship, okay, in a long time. Almost as long as Diddy gonna be in jail, okay? A long time. I I blame you, DM. I don't know. I don't even know, you know. But yeah, so it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not. I blame. I don't know who I can blame. Let's just blame everybody. Hold on. See. Yes, I'm ready to fall in love. To fall in love with you. Yes, come on. You think you're fine after Let me see. Wait, I walked into this. Uh huh. You did. Let me see. Give me one moment, y'all. Okay, I got to. I got to. Hold on. I got to. I got to. If y'all did not see, first of all, let me say I thank you all for dropping down and spending some time with your girl today and listen to how blessed I was for my birthday. I appreciate that. When people are nice, they don't have to be nice to you, so never take it for granted. Okay, I always say thank you and let people know you appreciate them, even if they don't give you nothing, but they acknowledge you. Okay, that's why I told my subbies that didn't have it monetarily to give to me. I appreciate you and thank you for just saying happy birthday to me. And some of you all dropped down, some of you all put it up under my community wall. I just appreciate y'all. 9/29 was a wonderful day this year. Okay, it was a wonderful day, and I always tell y'all, and I mean this. And I hope y'all hear my voice when y'all go to do something. But I always tell y'all that no matter what the test, always do your best. Always. So you won't have to repeat it. For real. So that you won't have to repeat it. Because whatever test you fail, you got to repeat. Okay? So I always, tell you all that. Be looking out for the aggro challenge. Be looking out for me and JB's adult panel talk conversations type of stuff. I will be back in regular YouTube commentary Monday. Okay. I got a case I want us to look at as well as two little snippets or something. And we're gonna go from there. I try to bring y'all fresh and interesting stuff. Either stuff you heard and forgot or stuff you've never heard before to make your mind think. And we will be doing a couple of herbs next week as well, because some people's been emailing me about the herbs. So we're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in, okay? Uh which song? I played a song yesterday, day before yesterday, my daughter was singing. My oldest child, I love to hear her sing, and she recorded 2 little snippet songs for me. So I've been playing those. So yeah, um, yep. So give me this for a minute, and I'll be right back. But try to enjoy this. Do y'all remember this? Well, it'll help if I turn it up. Oh, I believe you are a rainbow of the heaven I need to see. You're the promise, everlasting. Ah, and where you are, I hope to be. And oh, make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl. You're all I need. No, just read. I ain't never seen it. I'm gonna look it up. You are. You're all I need. Oh, yes, you are. You're all I need. Whatever pains inside, you make it better. Ah, you seem to realize when I'm concerned. You are the only one who goes through the changes. Ah, giving my life directions if I am turned. No, make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl. Make me say it again, girl. You're all I need. Okay. You are. You're all I need. Oh, yes, you are. You're all I need. How am I worthy of love from an angel? Princess Imperial of my soul. Don't really matter if you choose not to answer. Hoping that what I reveal, you already. Here go one for y'all. Here we go. Night dishes. Well, not that, of course. That's a commercial. I'm going to take this out here anyway. Jeffrey. the morning after. Yes. All of the fun is over. I know, Catherine, right? I want you in the worst kind of way. I would be lying to you if I said I didn't want you this way. I've got somebody, and you've got somebody too. What would they think about it? And what would I think? What's up, TC? Hey, sis. I know you think this is right, but what happened after tonight? Will you even care? I wanna know this right now. After the morning after. Yeah. What happens when all of the fun is over? Would you not want more? Ooh, baby. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Wait a minute, I got one. See if y'all remember this. Always hope that you remember. We never really learned the meaning of it all. What we have is strong and tender. Hold on. In the middle of the madness, when the time is running out and left alone. That's the one and only. That's right. Just read is on it. Strong still, pull us apart. Nothing can come between us. Nothing can pull us apart. Can come between us. Come between us. Wait a minute. Okay, Brian, craziest touchdown ever. I know y'all know who that is. That's Kevin Hart. None about Kevin Hart. I know. A whole lot of people did. I had to do that to do this. Hey, Mr. DJ, why don't you slow this party down? The ladies in here are flying. There's one who's caught my eye. Who's caught my eye? Gonna pull her close to me. Yep. And whisper sweet things in her ear. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. 'Cause tonight I'm full of fire, baby. Oh yeah. And you're the only one my heart desires. Boom, 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 boom. You're the only one I want. Girl, you're the only one. Hey, Mr. DJ. Oh. Hey girl, ain't no mystery. Alice. Come on. You right there, Free. Come on. I wanna keep you here, laying next to me, sharing our love between the sheets. Ooh, baby, baby. Feel your love surrounding me. Yes, TC. Yes, girl. Making love between the sheets. Boom. Okay. Fine. Fine. Baby, you can tap on me, 'cause I'm not totally free. I can't tell you everything that's going on. There's a few things in my past that should not be explained. I'm asking you, baby, be with me for a little while. Please hush, no questions asked. Earn Howard, his freaky self. Lay back and relax. I do love you. Now kick off the shoes. Lift your pretty head down. This way here now, baby. I'm giving you a piece of me. You can have a piece of my love. One of the most overpriced things I have ever seen be sold repetitively is men's razor. Really? I've never heard that and I like it. Do you hear me listening? No, I've never heard that. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna mess with you. Except when I play the next song. Love and happiness, yeah. Something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Love. Come on, church shoes. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, guitar. Love and happiness. Wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone. What time? 3:00 in the morning. Yeah. What they talking about? Talking about how she can make it right. Yeah. Happiness is when you really feel good about somebody. There's nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah. Hey. Oh, baby. Love that I happen. Oh, love and happiness. Love and happiness. Be good to me. I'll be good to you. We'll be together. See each other. Walk away with victory. Okay. Oh, baby. Love and happiness. Oh. Love and happiness. Oh. What do you suppose keeps still in my video? No, too many people know about that right here. Spend the night with me tonight. Come on. Tonight. Golden lady. Spend the night with me tonight. Golden lady. Why go home to an empty bed? Why try to find those passions in your head? We're two hearts on fire, built by a simple touch. With love and desire, we both need so much. Right. Lonely girl, so right. Golden girls. Hey. Yes, that's the song right there. Would you do that? Would you do that for me, lady? Spend the night. Spend the night. With me tonight. Oh, golden lady. Listen, I'm not out just for an easy lay. I really love you in a special way. Unlike the door, girl, we can throw away the key. See, I want more of you, and girl, here's all of me. You're the girl. One more time. Only girl, so right. Through my cell phone. Spend the night. Hey, spend the night with me tonight. Please, pretty please, baby, please, baby. Spend the night with me tonight. Golden lady, could you spend the night with me tonight? So we can la 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 la. Baby. Spend the night with me tonight. With me tonight. No, it's straight off YouTube. Just through my phone. That's it. Only girl, so right for me. How do I know? Spend the night. Would you spend the night right here tonight? Oh, my dear, tonight. Pretty lady, spend the night. Spend the night tonight. With me tonight. Tonight. Oh, spend the night. Spend the night with me tonight. With me tonight. Girl, it's alright. It's alright. Alright. Spend the night. Spend the night with me tonight. Oh, with me, baby. Tonight. Would you do that? Would you do that? For me, lady. Spend the night. Tonight. Oh, golden lady. Spend the night. Come on, lady. Tonight. Golden lady. Tonight. Walmart deals are happening October 7th. We don't want to hear about Walmart. We don't care about Walmart. Save on serious. Okay. Kiss and hug, a lovely taste. Close your eyes, drift into space. Secrets learned, secrets to keep. With one concern, we have no time for sleep. Emotions overflow shouldn't be denied. Cling to me for the magic ride. Intimate connection, baby. Serious. Come on, Kim. Hey. Oh, baby. Intimate connection, baby. Serious. Oh, baby. Relax, my love, spread your wings for the flight. We'll take a pleasure cruise all through the night. Okay. Intoxicated with so much affection. Spontaneity, the only direction. Put your trust in me, have no fear. Soon that special moment will be here. I'm gonna take you where you've never been before. I'll be the key, you be the door. Intimate connection, baby. Serious. Oh, baby. Intimate connection, baby. Serious. No